Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready? Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Newton. On the screen, this is Coleman. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, come on. 59. Let him know, let him know. 64.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
We got 25 to Mike. Know your job.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Got a man, that's Richie James. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No.
Here's Gordon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go now. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
What is it? 57, come on. Coming to you, coming to you. Check it out, check it out. Jumping, 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 jumping. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, check 20.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
To the set, look at it. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Gun. Switch it, clear, switch it. Shit. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey! Watch whip.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. An update from Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eye.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the pressure gets to him again. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn 8.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Here we go. Katie.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's it. 180. You ain't got nothing. That's fast. You gotta keep moving, man. Man, move it. You gotta get that. 57's the 8. 57.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. 50 seconds. Gun.
Don't say nothing.
Last 50 seconds. 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Switch. Shot 20. Rush in.
Out of the gun, Newton trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brian Calhoun. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go. Let's go. Got one.
After the interception, here's Taylor, and this is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up second down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 52. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mike 57. Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come, baby. I'm coming, baby.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Gordon. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught by Williams. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
12 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Taylor now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Taylor will throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now throwing again. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check three. Big Ed. Patch it.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Taylor to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. 59. Come on, baby. Come on.
Taylor. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Check 13.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
You ain't going nowhere.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the run, Newton going to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 13-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 25 on 2nd down, Taylor got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Taylor. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. What? You don't want to. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Taylor operating from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Taylor, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Mike, check 33. Ready?
Check Mike 33. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike, check.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. But it's going to be second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. On second down, Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Now Taylor on third down. He's got it to Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2.
Squeeze, double.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
I'm coming. Shit.
On second down, it's Coleman. And an alley to run.
Check.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And all the way down to the 26. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Second and 7.
Let's get it.
The Chargers' 23-yard line.
Check. Check 3. Swing. 8.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
Makes the score Chargers 19, Panthers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
And that is going to do it. For this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Taylor. And Allen's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Taylor. It's Williams on the catch. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. It's complete to Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams, his 1st touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Panthers take over. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Check 26, check 26. Hey!
Now Chubb running right. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check 3, check 3. 20. Watch safety creep. 8, 8. Safety's creeping. Watch that. Kill.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton airing it out deep for Smith. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
We want this. Undercrush.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. K1 short, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 31, check 31. Check 20.
Check 15. 25.
8.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From just shy of midfield, Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Kill. 8.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is caught. But the bank judge right there to say incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.